We are.
We are live. Yay! Look at that. Touch us, and we're here too. Yay! Grand Rising. Or good afternoon or good evening, depending upon when you're joining us. Hello,
Mhm.
hello, hello. We are all in alignment with the amazing Anita A and the incredible Cheryl V, your stress reduction gurus, coming to you live on FUN Shui Friday. How are you, my friend?
Well, it's just a lot of stuff going on, and it's all good. One step at a time. What's my next best step?
Yes.
Oh, that's the only way to get through it.
So very true. So
That's all
very
I can
true.
say. Yeah, what's my priority? What's my next priority? What's my
Yep. Fully
Ah,
understand that. And, the new moon energy, and we've got three planets in retrograde, and solar flares, and. All we
yeah,
can do
let's
is the
let's
best we
blame
can
it
do.
all on that.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Well,
Oh,
we, every Friday, get our topic and our theme from the Personal Paradise card deck by Tara Catherine Collins. And as I'm shuffling, I'm sure Anita will entertain us with some insight or some new thing. Whoops, there goes one card. Come flying out.
as something goes flying out of the deck.
Yep.
Well, you know what? I do want to, I want to tell everybody about quantum sound therapy.
Yes.
Cheryl and I have been doing quantum sound therapy for a little bit now,
Mhm.
and it is incredible. Incredible.
Yes.
So what the heck is quantum sound therapy? Well, what you do is you record your own voice, and then there's a feedback that says you are out of balance in the F note or the A note or the B note, because everything's energy, right?
Yes.
And so then you get your own personalized feedback to balance whatever is your imbalance.
Mhm.
And then you put your little headset on and you listen to your personalized voice code
Mhm.
twice a day. And it helps to clear things that you don't even know are there. Yay. You don't have to bring it to your awareness, which I love about that. And it definitely shifts your energy. It's been shifting a lot.
Yes.
That's all I can say. Now, what I'd love for you to do, if you're interested, you can send me a private message. Okay, don't do it here on this thread. Send me a private message, and I can. I've got a few codes that I can gift, okay, that I'm going to give you so you can try it out for a week. And
Mhm.
then if after a week you go, oh, this is really cool. I'll like this. Then you know what? Do whatever you want to do. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's my
Exactly.
little blurb. And what have you noticed, Cheryl?
I've noticed things that I used to react to, I'm not reacting to. So for
Those
me,
triggers.
that's huge. Yeah.
Hmm.
So I think that's fantastic, and I love listening to it,
Hmm.
and working through it, and working with Helena and Ian and the team at Quantum Sound Therapy has, like, I signed up for one of their programs because I'm enjoying it so much, and the
Hmm.
program itself is amazing. And we'll see what the end results are. As always, things take time. But what Helena, who leads the programs, mentions that I want to add in here a little bit, and then we'll carry on, is that our voice is more unique than our fingerprint.
Yes.
So the system and what they used to, um, what's the word I want? Basically study and give you your feedback on is your voice, because it's unique to you. And your brain waves understand scalar energy, and that is the energy that they utilize. So when Anita says voice codes, you're not hearing yourself when
No.
you're listening to them. You're
Hmm.
hearing some tones because your brain can't block it. Your brain and your subconscious mind can't block the scalar frequencies, which is very important because, oh, I'm going to do this for myself, and then you don't do it. That's because your subconscious is running the program. It can't run the scalar waves program. It can't bypass it. And that's to me is the key behind all of this. All right,
Yeah.
enough.
And
On with today.
sound therapy,
It
right?
is.
Sound therapy itself is
Exactly.
huge. I mean, our whole universe is comprised of
Sound.
energy and
Mhm.
everything is going,
Yeah, it's a
right.
frequency.
Anyways. Okay.
Okay,
What do
cards
we
that
got for
came up.
cards today? Fun Shui Friday,
Number
girl.
43, house cleaning and blessing. And
Okay,
isn't
that's
that
what,
perfect with the new
yeah.
moon energy?
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Number 38, hallways and stairways.
Hmm.
And number 16, symbols of welcome. We
Hmm.
had that last week.
Last
And,
week or the week before?
or whenever.
Yeah.
We've had all cards at some point in time, so it doesn't really matter. Note that we have the earth energy, the wood energy, and the fire energy today.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, where would you like to start? House cleansing and blessing. I have a funny feeling.
Well, of course, right, you just house cleansing and blessings. So about 20 minutes ago at my front entrance, I lit an incense and in my office right there on my desk, I lit
Mm-hmm.
another incense.
Oh,
I
that's funny.
opened some windows and I was just feeling that I just needed to move some of that energy and
Yeah.
just bring in some new stuff, right? So that's exactly why that card came up.
Mm-hmm.
And also with the Airbnb properties, I use a service, and Cheryl, you use the service as well,
Mm-hmm.
called Focused Life Force Energy. And again, everything, is energy. It's happening on the quantum field. And so this is like feng shuiing your space without feng shuiing your space
Without doing anything.
and the unseen energy. And literally, I use the service to clear the residual energy in between guests, right?
Perfect.
Because you just never know. I mean, the people that check in, they might have had a terrible week and blah, 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 or their energy isn't so good. And then they leave that residual energy behind. So
Mm-hmm.
I always do an energy cleansing, clearing
Mm-hmm.
of those spaces using the FLFE service because I can switch between properties,
Nice.
right? So I can put it on that property for 24 hours and then I can switch and put it on that property for 24 hours and just keep rotating. So I'm going to put the link in the comments because
Mm-hmm.
if you have not tried Focus Life Force Energy, Cheryl and I are referral partners, let's call it that. You
Mm-hmm.
can use our special link, and because of that, you get a 15-day trial for
For
free.
free.
You don't have to leave a credit card,
Nothing.
anything like that.
Yeah.
And if you scroll back on our YouTube videos, we actually did a Fun Shui Friday a couple years back with Clayton and Jeffrey, who are the owners, founders,
Mm-hmm.
developers of this quantum technology. So that was a lot of fun and really
It
cool
was.
too. So I'm going to put the link in the comments and then you can tell me what you have got
Well,
about.
I want to stick with what you're talking about. The other day, I was driving home. I was up visiting my cousin and her sister who had come for a visit. And as I'm driving home, I'm listening to a Lee Harris podcast,
Oh, yeah.
and he was channeling his guide, the Z's, and they were talking about our pets and how, as humans, we're a little bit taller than our pets typically. And one of the things that pets do is they clear the energy in the lower areas of our homes. So
100%.
along the floors, in the corners, right? So it ties in perfectly with this house cleansing and blessings card. If they're a taller animal, of course, they're going at a different level, but they're still typically smaller than us. And
Mm-hmm.
at my cousin's, she has two cats, and one of them just likes to hang out. That's it. And she quite often has sound baths and meditation groups and things that she hosts in her home, and had been given three, well, she has a total of six or eight, the big round cushions for people to sit on. Well, this one cat picked a cushion, and that's it. You could not
Mm-hmm.
get that cat off that cushion for nothing. Could have cared less about all the other ones. So it was interesting to watch the animal's behavior. Whether it had the perfect energy of what they wanted, it was perfectly clear, whatever the case may be, it had a choice of eight. There was eight in there, and it chose one. That's it. While the other cat was in and out and over and here and there and around our feet and up on the lap and wanting attention and then leaving. And oh, yeah, everywhere, doing figure eights, clearing the energy under the dining room table while we're
Mm-hmm.
sitting there having dinner. It was
Figure
really
eights.
cool. Yeah, really
Mm-hmm.
cool to watch how the animals were doing all that work for us.
Mm-hmm.
And then having the Z's confirm that. I mean, I knew that before, but I just thought
Mm-hmm.
it was very fascinating to hear that confirmation coming home that, yeah, you can clean your house and vacuum and do all of that, but the animals are doing most of the energy clearing in areas that you don't even think about because you're not down there.
And when we talk about, this ties beautifully into the sound uh,
Mm-hmm.
therapy as well, because, when we look out into nature, as we've often said, nature is our best teacher.
Betcha.
When we look out in nature, how does Mother Nature clear the stagnant energy, right? Often a flock of birds will come and they'll go chirp, chirp, chirp and sing their song. And, so they're sending out their little frequency, their little vibration to help lift the chi. Because
Mm-hmm.
how do you personally feel if you're out in nature and you hear a bunch of birds singing,
Yeah,
right? It lifts your energy, so it makes you
absolutely.
feel good. Frogs are a great one, in the night. They're
Mm-hmm.
going, and then there's hundreds of them. And what does that do? It kind of feels good. It's like little drums going, doing
Yeah.
their thing. And so they're clearing the energy. They're lifting the
Mm-hmm.
vibration of that particular space.
Yeah.
So yeah, just pay attention to animals when you're out in nature, whether it's the bird or the little low-lying critters, even grasshoppers. I've seen some grasshoppers lately, and they
Oh,
do a
my.
funny little sound too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all of those things are there for us to kind of pay attention and then think about, oh, does this space, need some clearing?
Attention.
Does it need to attract more vibrancy, more vitality?
Mm-hmm.
And then again, in our own homes, like you said, Cheryl, this morning I was feeling that I needed to have a little more vibrancy, vitality myself, and just, just that nice little smell of incense clearing
Mm-hmm.
the energy and opening the windows just makes you feel better.
I agree. I agree. And it ties actually in perfectly with the hallways and stairways because those are typically areas that we don't spend a lot of time. There are pathways, passages, right? Where the living room you're sitting there, the dining room you're sitting, right? Like, so you spend more time there. So the hallways and stairways, because they are transition areas, the energy clearing in there is also of great importance, my opinion. And I find
Hmm.
It's also where, so when I vacuum, that's where I notice the baseboards the most. And maybe because of the long runs of them, but the
Mm-hmm.
baseboards get more attention in my hallways and on the stairs than they do anywhere else in the house. That's that energy clearing.
Mm-hmm.
And what's happening in
100%.
those areas? Is there some way to, or some reason to linger? So we'll often talk about, especially stairs, and kids and animals
Mm-hmm.
are a
Mm-hmm.
perfect indicator of how the energy is flowing. So we've had, and he's had his own highlights because he's jumped on my lap a couple times during FUN Shui Fridays. We've dog sat Moose, our son's chocolate lab, a couple times. And what I notice in the stairways with him is we had to put a carpet at the landing going down to the media room, down to the lower level, because he would be coming up or going down the stairs so fast, that's where he would skid.
Ah, oh, so there's a good chi indicator, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he was going up and down the stairs so fast, then somewhere the energy is moving too fast in that area.
Yeah.
So there's a good indicator that you need to slow down the chi in that area
Mm-hmm.
somehow. So it'll be interesting or curious to know if you do something, because you can with
Mm-hmm.
symbols of welcome or,
Absolutely.
right, in that fast moving staircase. And
Mm-hmm.
then just to note next time when Moose comes to visit, if he does the same thing,
Great.
I'd be curious to know
Well, it's
what that
a good
outcome
little
of that
test,
is.
little experiment we can do. I do have a number of things. Normally, well, I can't say anybody's ever fallen down the stairs or up the stairs. Um, and it's usually if he's going fast down the stairs, it's because we're going down and he doesn't want to miss.
Hmm.
He doesn't want to miss anything. And I mean, he's a 2-year-old chocolate lab. He's fast everywhere.
Hmm. Hmm.
However, just simply putting that carpet at the landing helps slow
Hmm.
things down. However, I can
Well,
mix things
yeah, and
up and try
when
a
you
few other things and see what
mhm.
works. It's all good.
When you said children and pets,
Yeah.
I was a couple of weeks back, some friends of ours are were looking to purchase a home in Sylvan Lake and they wanted me to go with them and
Hmm.
they valued my opinion, yada yada. Anyways, they are from a Eastern culture, different beliefs than in our
Hmm.
Western world.
Hmm.
And one of the first things that they brought their young children with them, as we were looking at different properties, because if the children, this is their belief, right? That if the children respond positive and are happy, then that home has good energy,
Ah,
right? And that, I thought that was also very
indicative.
intuitive
Yeah.
because we talk about that and it's so true. Children
And
pick up on energy a lot differently because they're little sponges and they haven't had all of their downloads yet that interfere
hmm.
like we have, right?
Exactly.
And then I thought about, well, how many people go house shopping and leave their kids at home,
Most.
right?
I would say most.
Yeah,
Not that I'm
and
a realtor, but
they purposely brought their children because
of that.
they're the like the little chi
Hmm.
indicators. They're going to give them a good sense if the energy in this home was good.
And I would love to dive into that with them. Like, do they watch for the children's behavior in the home or after it?
Do they what?
Do they pay attention to their children's behavior while they're in the home or after they've left
Yeah, in the home.
in the
Yep,
home?
yep, 100%. Yep.
Cool. Love it.
Hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
let's talk. And you kind of started a little bit about it with symbols of welcome. And I want to know what you do at your Airbnbs.
For symbols of welcome.
Yes.
Yeah, so all the entrances, right? the main door on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
So at the one property, I have this cute little, um, what is it? It looks like a petrified log or something,
Mm-hmm.
and it has a little seagull on it,
Oh, cool.
right? So as you're standing on the door, fiddling, trying to figure out, oh yeah, where did she send that code? What's my code to get in? They're going to be
Mm-hmm.
standing there for a bit. Then there's the little seagull that says, hello, welcome to the lake house.
Nice.
And of course, there's a planter there with a couple of beautiful cedar trees and some flowers going up the pathway. So those are all symbols of welcome that immediately are giving them, a warm feeling and greeting them. Um, then one of the other properties. There is a gate. You have to go through a gate before you get to the door. So at
Mm-hmm.
the gate, at the entrance, is a map that says welcome.
Perfect.
And again, there's some on either side of the gate. There's some flower boxes. There's some uh, little plantings. There's a kind of a rock sculpture in one that is quite unique and interesting, and it's like a little bird. And so, again, it's just something to just kind of catch your attention, welcome
Mm-hmm.
you. And then there's a wreath on the door and another little flower pot. And so, it's purposefully um, been staged, I guess we call it, so that it welcomes.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other property, same thing. Instead of just having the door and the house number, I have a really cute little copper sunshine thing that I had bought in
Mm-hmm.
Mexico. It's there, so it's happy, right? What do you think of
Nice.
sunshine? You think of happy.
Happy.
And then there's some real plants planted on the step, and there's an artificial plant. And so again, just those subtle little things. And then when they immediately open the door, once they get their door code, there's an entryway table, and on the entryway table, there's actually a wooden sign that stands up that says welcome.
Yes. Nice.
And then there's a big, beautiful mirror and, some other little plant or something. So again, just very free and clear. There's no clutter. There's no confusion,
And
right? There's absolutely no confusion. They know this is the door. This is, Anita sent me my code. This is how I get in. And then immediately, and I quite often will get guests that will message me on the Airbnb thread and let me know that they've checked in and they've said, "Oh my gosh, this house is beautiful. Oh, it's
hmm,
so lovely. Um, Thank you." Before they even have been there for 10 minutes, they're already
nice.
thanking me.
Nice.
So that is how we want to feel in our own home, right?
Exactly.
Treat ourselves like the guest and have that same kind of experience.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Beautiful. I love it. So did you tally the cards by chance?
No, but I can. Did
Okay.
you?
I did, and I found it quite interesting.
Of
And I'll
course, always.
explain why. But I'll wait till you tally just to make sure I'm on the right page.
I got a 26, which is an 8.
You got 26, and I got 25.
Okay, was it 44?
No, 43.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Okay.
Then it's 25.
Okay, so here's what's interesting. So the 43 equals a 7. The 16 equals a 7. 38's 11. So we got some nice numbers here.
So we have a
Altogether,
7, 11, 7.
yeah, we got two sevens and 11. But they
Oh,
all total 25, which is another 7.
7.
So we have three sevens.
7, 11, 7.
So
All
as
about
always, I go to
spirituality.
double
Spirituality.
digitology. Marilyn Harper, Joy Roby. The 7. The
All the
7.
unseen energy we've been talking about. Mm.
Oh, okay. But the 7 is about intuition, inner wisdom, analyzing, introspection, learning from the cycles of life. Weren't we? Like, you just seriously can't make this stuff up. Now, the 7-7 I want to talk about, because there was the two cards individually total 7. Well, the 7 will constantly try to put things into an analytical perspective. The 7-7 is evolved enough to let it all go. That is that ping pong effect. The 7 is still trying to put the mysticism into a box where it cannot possibly fit. And the 7-7 realizes that the box must be created in a different shape or accommodate mysticism, or in times like now, the 7-7 gets to remove the limitations of the box altogether. The 7-7-7 acknowledges that you are indeed on your divine path.
Ooh, I love that. All those beautiful confirmations this
Right?
morning.
Finally, the
Yes.
7-7-7 also represents the sacred trinity, the 3, the spiritual, compassionate teacher, and positive glass half full perspective.
And
And if you want to get into connection, if you want to learn more and be in the presence of some of this wisdom, Marilyn Harper is joining us as one of our speakers for her Inspired Journey Women's Wellness Weekend here in Red Deer, September 13th and 14th. And Saturday night, anybody can purchase a ticket for just Saturday night. It's Heart to Heart with Adironda, meaning Marilyn will be channeling Adironda and the Council of Light, and you get to ask questions. How cool is that going to be?
very cool. And I'll put the link for that in the comments as well.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and I wanted to say that today is a 7-month
Mm-hmm.
and today is a 7-day.
Yeah. Look at the 7s.
Okay, so yeah, like you said, you can't make this shit up.
No, you can't make this shit.
Today's all about 7 people. Enjoy your day. Check out the comments, the links below. We're going to leave some, great links there for you. Follow up if you want to have your own voice code. I'll
Mm-hmm.
happily share a link with you. I've got a handful that I can share. Private message me for that. And we are all in alignment, creating sacred spaces, and your hosts of Her Inspired Journey Women's Wellness Event. Check out all the links, and we'll see you next week when what is it next week, Cheryl?
Ooh, first Friday of the month,
And what do we
which
do?
means Oracle card readings. So let us know if you want us to pull a card for you, and we'll see what
Okay.
happens. Have a great week, everybody.